Hey, what's up, guys? It's Just Turn Fast here, or more like Just Turn Slow, because my hands have been pretty cold recently. That's right, it's winter. Temperatures are dropping, but not my times. Anyways, I thought it would be interesting to share my thoughts on cubing in the winter, because as far as I know, not very many people have really addressed this topic. More specifically, how to stay motivated, what one can do to improve without relying on warm hands, and a few other things. So, like a lot of things, I think there are two ways of approaching this issue. The first being to make the situation better, and the second to make the most out of what you have in a situation. So, first of all, because cold hands make it harder to turn well, an obvious solution could be trying to warm up your hands. For example, if the warmest time of day is sometime in the afternoon, you try organizing the things that you need to get done so that you will have time in the afternoon when it's warm to cube. You could also try warming up your hands by using various objects like a heater, hot water, or hand warmers. This is fairly obvious, but for some people, they might not be able to use these solutions. So, more importantly, it's important to optimize practice. It's pretty easy to practice and get bad times with cold hands, which can lead to not wanting to practice, which leads to loss in motivation. So, how can one improve when they can't turn as well as possible? Something that is discussed and emphasized by a lot of people is the importance of slow solves, and I think that this is one of the best ways to practice. Since this has been talked about a lot, I'll be quick and just say that when you turn slower, you tend to notice a lot of the mistakes that you make, and it can help you improve and eliminate bad habits. Another thing that you can do with your time is learn a lot of algs when it's cold, because spending time learning algs that will benefit you in the long run is much more useful than attempting to solve and getting nowhere. When things get warmer and you can turn faster, these algs in the long run will help you as you implement them, and then you get muscle memory. This also goes for going over algs that you already know, and then the ones that you think that you can do better, you can learn better algs and replace them with better finger tricks. The last thing that I would recommend is trying new things that aren't dependent on warm hands. When you try new events or practice events that you normally don't practice, you generally aren't turning super fast because it's not your main event. For example, like FMC is one of the biggest examples I can think of because your turn speed has basically no effect on how well you do in the event, and most people don't practice FMC, so there's a lot to improve on. Personally, I think that I will look into FMC a little bit, as it could be good for rankings when competitions return, and it can also help to improve my grasp on how the cube works. But honestly, I think the biggest thing is to not waste time spending time practicing and just getting frustrated with bad times. So I think there are a lot of things that people can do besides just sitting around not cubing. I mean, if you aren't the practicing kind of cuber or you're just a casual cuber, it's also fine to take a break. Uh, anyways, I think that's it. So if you've made it this far, thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any other ideas or thoughts. Like and subscribe if you would like to, and see you in the next one.